One of the things I love about living in Cache Valley is so many of our businesses are owned and run by what I like to call our Cache Valley boys, and you are one of those, Dr. Daines. Tell me just a little bit about yourself and your history and how you came to be here.
Well, I grew up in Hyde Park. My father's Mark Daines. He had a farm when I was young that he wanted to teach his 4 boys how to work. And so we had a farm that we grew vegetables, watermelon, corn, things like that. But I spent a lot of time on a tractor. I shot a lot of shotguns, and now I have a little bit of hearing loss myself as well. And so that's what it made me interested in audiology and hearing.
Okay, so you grew up and you were raised here, and now you work here, and now you help people with hearing loss, but you also have hearing loss yourself. And so that's something you can really relate to people. I want to talk a little bit about credentials and why you have the credentials that would make somebody want to come and see you.
There's actually, in the state of Utah, there are 10 audiologists that are board certified. To be board certified, it means that we have to have double the continuing education hours that a normal audiologist would have. So we double that, plus all of our education hours are tested to make sure that we learn what we're supposed to learn. There's a couple people different people that sell hearing aids. There's audiologists and there's hearing instrument specialists. An audiologist is a doctor of audiology. They spend 8 years in college becoming one, and there's a lot of education that goes along with that. Then there's others that are hearing instrument specialists that don't have quite as many qualifications. They're good people and they do a good job, but when it comes down to it, you want to go to somebody that has the knowledge and has the experience to give you the best results for your money.
Sounds like it makes perfect sense to me. And you said there are 10 board certified audiologists in the state of Utah, and you're one of them.
Yep, I'm one of them. There's actually 2 in Logan, and I'm one of the 2.
That's really great to know. It gives me confidence in knowing that coming here, I'm getting the best because you really know what you're doing. I think let's talk about a little bit about hearing aids themselves, because this is a field that's full of technology, and the hearing aids have come a long way, and you have to spend a lot of time knowing the different manufacturers, and so you know what's the best fit for someone with hearing loss. Let's show a little bit about what you have in the office today.
One thing I like to do is I set aside some time every day to study hearing aids.
Right.
I set some time so I know exactly what hearing aids are out there, what their features are, and there's all different types of brands of hearing aids. There's several brands. Some of them are very good, some of them are just okay. I'm not locked into any one brand. I choose what's best for my patients, and I work with my patients to find what is best for them.
Okay, so you can really personalize what's the best way to correct hearing loss.
Yep. We have hearing aids now that are very tiny. This one's purple. It's kind of a fashion statement type of hearing aid. Some people want to show that they have a hearing loss. Most people prefer to hide it. This is available in different colors, but it does kind of have a more fashion forward type of thinking in the design.
You know, I'm looking at this though, and doesn't this part goes behind the ear, correct?
Yes.
But if you're a woman and you had purple lenses for eyewear, that makes sense to me that you would have a hearing aid this color, because it would just blend right in.
Yep. We usually try and match it to people's hair, and it usually hides the best. I don't know if you can tell, but I actually wear hearing aids. I wear this brand here right now, made by Oticon. It's just a little tiny hearing aid. You really can't see it, and it blends right in with your hair. And they're almost invisible nowadays.
Okay, so that's good to know. And what else do you have?
We have all kinds of hearing aids, from very tiny ones that fit deep down in the ear canal that are invisible. You can't see anything from the outside. They're great for cosmetics. Nobody has to know that you have a hearing aid. Okay. And they work very well. Okay. Some of the behind the ears hearing aids like I wear do have a little bit of added features that they make your voice sound a little bit more natural than something that fits quite as deep in your ear.
So that's interesting to me, because it's not only about the cosmetic aspect of it, but there's also benefits to which device makes things sound the most normal.
Yes. Even within brands of hearing aids and types of hearing aids, there's different levels of technology. You can get a basic hearing aid, or one that's advanced and has all the premium features out there. And what you need just depends upon your lifestyle, what you want. Cost is involved, budget. We can find a hearing aid that works for any budget, any lifestyle, but we want to sit down and personalize it to what works best for you as an individual person.
Yeah, that's really great. And that's one of the things I love about our businesses in Cache Valley is it seems like there's extra time and care taken to really personalize and take in the needs of the person that you're helping. And I think you can't even put a price on that. That to me is priceless.
It is. Anybody can put a hearing aid on, and you can buy them online, you can buy them anywhere, but the personalization and getting what works best for you as an individual is what is important. If you don't do that, the hearing aid is going to sit in a drawer and it's not going to be used.
And then you've totally wasted time, energy, and money and not be able to fix a problem that really needs to be addressed.
It does need to be addressed.
Now you've got another device here on the desk that I want you to talk about, because that to me is really kind of high-tech, and me and high-tech, we're not very good friends, because that doesn't make sense in my brain. But tell me a little bit about this.
This device here allows you to connect your hearing aids to a cell phone, to any Bluetooth device, so you can connect it to a telephone, your computer, any number of things. Your TV, you can get yeah. And so anything that you want to be able to hear, you can hear right through your hearing aids, all wirelessly.
Now, is it user-friendly? Because I think that's a big deal, especially, I mean, sometimes we think hearing loss just goes hand in hand with older people, but that's not necessarily true. But I do want to know if this is user-friendly.
It is. There's a little button on here for the telephone. When the telephone rings, you push the button. If you want to listen to TV, you push the button of the TV, and the TV comes through. You want it to listen to a remote microphone that you can hand to somebody so they can talk into it and you can hear, you push that button.
See, I didn't even think. I would just think that like a hearing aid just makes everything sound louder in terms of the volume, but that's not necessarily the case. It's really kind of tricky.
There is quite a bit involved in fitting a hearing aid. There are different frequencies, and we program the hearing aid to match exactly what your hearing loss is, and we can also make it sound how you want it to sound.
So it's not like a one-size-fits-all, but yet it does fit all because you make it happen.
You make it happen. And we personalize it to your individual wants and needs.
That's great, because I just love the way that you spend time to just really address the needs of the person, and that's terrific. Tell us what your phone number, address, and website.
Our phone number is 753-4327 or 753-HEAR, H-E-A-R. We are located at 485 North Main, right next to the Kabuki Grill. Our website is Cache Hearing, cachehearing.com.
So easy, great location. This is one of our local guys, another great reason to support our Cache Valley businesses. Thank you so much, Dr. Daines.